So good morning everyone. My name is Joseph. I'm from Team DLSU. I'm here to discuss about the introduction to my contacts and groups. So on this session, we'll pretty much learn how to group our contacts and how to use the contact database. Okay, so to start off, here we are in the My KW homepage. So we can see the e-edge control panel where everything starts from. So let's go ahead and click view contacts in order to get into the my contact session. There you are. It's just taking a little time to load up. Loading. All right, so after that it will take us to this area, okay, where we can see all of our saved contacts. Okay, so to begin with, okay, we'll start with groups. All right, so we will learn what it is it for and why we use it. So the idea behind groups is for us to keep a group of people with tabs on them. So it's more like putting them on an address book. So when it comes to marketing, it's like putting a sticky notes whenever you encounter a group of people that you want to deal with multiple times over and over again. So looking at the sample basic groups here, so it pretty much describes the specific transaction that only caters to them. Okay. These are the groups again. Okay, so let's take an example, the 33 touch. So you're going to send 33 touch over and over again. Okay? 33 touch restarts every year. So if you flag somebody under 33 touch, you have to add them to the group. If you add them to the campaign, you have to add them to the group. So by stopping the campaign, okay, so it doesn't mean that you eliminated the contact from the group. So by deleting their group, it doesn't mean that you've taken them out of the campaign because they're not really tied together. Okay. So moving on, the next group are agents. Okay, so the things that you might want to send are new listings, okay, price reductions, or things they would probably need. Okay. You can also separate it into two groups, say all Keller Williams agents versus all MLS agents. Okay, so you can have as many groups as you want to be, okay, but the group itself is specific to the multiple times of marketing, and the marketing could be just specific to that person. Okay, so next is all contacts. If you want to send something, as to say like a happy holiday card greeting or like a happy 4th of July, any kind of generic form of marketing that you may need to send every year. So no need to click on every contact because everybody that's in your entire database is in this group. So next is do not market. So this is a type of group because there might be people in your database who don't like to receive your marketing, especially the ones sent via email. So you can place them here as you know that they will not be getting any marketing at all. Okay. Moving on to light marketing. So people, okay, this is the group who may not get 33 touch a year or just someone who wants to receive the monthly newsletter or maybe someone who just want to get a material once every quarter. So that's light marketing. Okay, so moving on to no email. So it doesn't mean that they don't want to be emailed. They just don't have an email address in the system yet. So you know that you need to send an email or you give them a phone call. For this group, you need to mail them things. To moving on to past clients. So you can market to them continually. So these are people who you have dealt with before. Okay? So after that, let's move on. Vendors. Okay, so they can be a mortgage company, title company, or an appraiser. So if you are not going to market to your vendors, then you may not need that group. So this is specific to sending out marketing materials. So those are the basic groups. under My Contacts. So make sure to remember this rule. So if you want to send marketing material over and over, and it's specific to that group, okay, it should be specific to that group. Okay, otherwise you don't need a group. So keep it simple and efficient. All right. Okay, so let's go back to My Contacts again. Now under Import Export. So you may have your database in another system or location, such as Outlook, Top Producer, or maybe it's just in your phone. If you can export those in a spreadsheet format, you can import those directly to eEdge so you don't have to manually enter them one by one. Okay, so let's go back and hit import and export if if you already are in the spreadsheet. Okay, so try to figure out the biggest groups, okay, on the spreadsheet. Say agent to non-agents, past clients, from non-past clients. So now you can see the import contacts, contact list. It tells you to choose the type of file. For this sample, let's choose contact list. All right. So also, here are the minimum column requirements for the spreadsheet. Or also there's an option where you can download a basic contact list template. All right. So once you have the template put together, it now shows the import options. So let's set the contact status to active. Next is, oops, I apologize for the technical issue. Let's just wait for it to load up. Okay, so buyer and seller is the default, the value under contact type. Here's active. There's buyer and seller under contact type. Now under there is add contacts to group, so you can just leave it there. Also in here you can click browse to look for the first or for the file that you want to import. Okay. So now moving to the next tab, you can see it's highlighted. It says export contacts. So if you want to put your saved contacts into a spreadsheet, this is the area where you need to go to. So let's go back to all contacts. What we're going to do is open up a new contact. So we'll just hover over contact and then add a contact. All right. So this is also available in your homepage. Just click the plus sign and choose the add contact option. Okay, so you hover the mouse on the contact options. Okay, then choose add contact. There. So let's just wait for it to load up. Okay, so as you can see that we can glance at from your dashboard here in contacts. At the bottom, you'll be able to see that you will have the option of changing the columns on this page. All right, so let's now conduct an example of adding a contact. Okay, so let's begin doing that. All right, so under status, you have to choose active. Okay. Active means that you're able to verify the information in this for this client. You know that their email works and their phone number too, while inactive means the opposite. Okay. All right, so that's for status. Now for time frame, this has something to do with the website information. So when they sign into the website, they will be asked what their time frame is. So as to say, it's like asking, are you looking to buy or sell a property in the next couple of days or weeks or etc. Now if you leave it as it is, just looking, it will recognize it as that's just the way it is. Time frame. All right, so for name, for title, unless you want to be called Dr. Smith, Engineer Smith, or Colonel Smith, you can place it here or just leave it blank. Then you can also add in your first, last name, suffix, and even your nickname or salutation. So for type, let's choose buyer and seller. For subtype, this is where you can place additional information. Same as with category. So just make sure to keep the data simple and keep it consistent. Okay, so gender also has company and job title. Right, so under birthday, if you notice, there is no year. So if you fill that out, it will give you a reminder that their birthday is coming up. So you can send them a greeting or even call them. Okay, so for purchase anniversary, this is very helpful. It's because you'll get to know the last time they made a purchase. That way, it can help you keep track as to when you're going to sell and send them an anniversary greeting too. Over here is the home phone, cell phone, and work phone area. Now, email address, you are given the option of entering more than one email address. You are also advised to ask if they have other emails that they use so that the system will be able to track it and verify that it's coming from them. Okay, so for e-signature, it has ties to .loop, which means whatever Debian .loop into contract, they're going to use whatever e-signature line as their .loop contract email address as these ties together. Okay, so moving to referral info. This is where the system remembers everything for you. So let's say you can put in the person who referred this client or contact to you a few years ago. All right, so under address, we scroll down a bit, you can indicate whether it's their market address or just the physical address. And it will also help you track the property type, the property type they have. As to say how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, or is it a condo, or is it a single family home? Um, they can also put the square feet. Okay, so under secondary details, this is where you can put the information of the person who is related to the primary contact. So down here, it gives you two checkboxes. Okay, so the first one says include this contact in the listing alert campaign. Okay? And if you check that box, okay, it tells you here the listing alert campaign is a series of 3 emails that encourages a contact to sign up for listing alerts. So the text of these emails can be modified in the admin section under email section. So others call this reverse MLS. Okay, so for the other checkbox, okay, this is if you want to send the welcome email. The welcome email is actually the link to your website. They will be given a username and password so they can get into your website and search for properties and get information. Now, it also allows them to start utilizing your site functionally. So the same thing to search for properties. Now, and every lead from your website goes to you and it doesn't go to someone else. And then click save. All right. Okay, so let's look at the final version of how adding a contact will look like after saving. Okay. Let's just. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay. Okay, so this section right here is for listing alerts. So you may track which listing alerts is set up. Now moving on, the status is right here, whether it's active or inactive. Okay. If you need to set up a reminder, just click right on here and add one. Also, if you want to send an email, you can select this and it will give you a blank email template. Alright, so for sending listings, if you want to send listings that matches their criteria in the analyst, you can send it right here from eEdge. Okay, moving on, for under more actions, this is where you can add a new listing alert, or add them to a campaign, or send a seller's market report to send them an email that tries to get the market value of their home. You can also transfer this contact to another agent in Keller Williams. You can also print it out, also export it as a V card, or this is where you will send your welcome email. This part, or delete function is also available. Now, I would recommend that you don't delete a contact and just change their status. So let's say sold or inactive. So you just want to make sure that you don't want to burn bridges. Shows the basic information we entered in, and here's the email subscription area. When you click the stop system emails button, it will unsubscribe them to all marketing and campaigns they are in. Okay, so scrolling down, here they can add in more addresses. They can add in as many addresses they want. Now, secondary details will show right here, maybe a spouse or another family member. Information and activity section right here came from the web. So this is like the little survey asking, do you have an agent or do you have a mortgage lender? All the information here will be coming from the website. Okay, so buyer's request is where you can record all the requests and other property details they are looking for. Scroll down, you will see these actions. Okay, so comments, it is advisable that you type a comment every time you speak with them, okay, to your contact. Okay, so the next section is email. By clicking it, it will open the section that tracks all communications that comes in and out of eEdge based from this content. So it's basically like a conversation log of everything you do back and forth if you use eEdge. Okay. It's the email area. Okay, so also the section here will actually indicate whether the email sent, okay, email that you sent was opened, and if they click on any of the hyperlinks on the email, so it will be listed on this area. So you can pretty much say that they got it. All right, so also you can add a new reminder, or even check as to what campaign they are in. It will show the campaign name. Okay, so also when they were added, next delivery date, it's all right there, as you can see. Now, another thing is on these campaign, you can also throw a contact to a campaign which you are currently running by simply ticking the checkbox and hitting add campaign button. So there you go. Just choose that and then click add campaign. Now, if you don't have any campaign running, okay, so you can go here, go to campaigns. Now, by adding them to a campaign, that doesn't mean they are tied up to a group. So you need to add them to a campaign and then add them to a group. So right here, you can create a new group and type in whatever group name you want. So let's say, let me think of a group name. Let's say we type in a group name called Do Not Qualify. So after typing in the group name, just click create, and just taking a little time to load. Oh, it's just scroll down again. All right, so there you go. There is the do not qualify group that you just created. Or you can click add to groups and it will show all the available options where you can include that specific contact. Or you can delete it altogether. There you go. Those are the other available groups. Choose 33 touch, all contacts, even vendors do not qualify. All right, so that's pretty much it. And that's all about my groups and contacts. And I want to say thank you so much. And I really appreciate your time listening to my discussion. Have a nice day. All right, so this is Joseph once again, and this time I will show you a quick demo on how to use the new feature in eEdge called My Marketing. And we will be creating a marketing material today. Under creating marketing materials, you can create many things such as flyers, send an email, newsletters, commercial marketing materials, and even create your own marketing campaign. Right. So let's go over now to My Marketing. Click the plus sign and give you these options. Now let's go to create marketing materials first. Okay, so once you click that, it should take you to the new My Marketing Materials section. So let's just wait for it to load. Okay, so still under Create Marketing, and under Create Marketing, well, actually you can still see the web domain over there, up there on top. There you go. Okay, and we will be able to see one of the new features called the Design Library. The Design Library, it covers market listings, email marketing, postcards, yeah, as you can see. And you also have the options to look at previously saved campaigns or even create a new campaign. There's also My Save Designs, which covers anything that you created under My Marketing sections. There's also our image manager. Any image that we have uploaded will be saved here. Alright, so if you scroll down a bit, and you can see Keller Williams Marketing, just listed postcards, and just sold products, and free shipping. Alright, but the first thing we want to do, let's just hover to Design Library. On the Design Library, you can pretty much design everything. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, we can now search for pieces that we want to create. Okay. Now on the left side, we have search options from the Design Library, or look under My Save Designs. Also, you can look in the type of materials under the drop-down list. Choose emails or flyers, greeting cards, guides, and postcards. Now, if it shows you email, flyers, greeting cards, guides, and postcards. Just read back to you again. So let's click the email option. All right, so what you can see is the Pro account. Okay? It will show you 1,213 results. So if you don't have the Pro account, then you won't have all of these. Now let's click Listing Enable Designs Only. Now it will show all email options that are just for listings or properties. Okay, so if let's scroll down all the way to the bottom and look for a design that we can work together. So scroll down more, a bit more. So let's try this just listed design. This one right over there. So just click it, double click. So once you selected it, it will show up the blow up version of the template. It's just taking a little time to load. Now, just to remind you, this is not the final outcome of the design. Now, it shows here on the right portion, Kelly Williams, custom, just listed, with the keywords in case you need to find it later. Also, we can choose a listing. Now, these listings are the ones inside our office MLS. It can either be our own listings or our office listings. Let's try to look for a listing. Okay. So if I type one, the number one, it will show all the listings that has one on it. Let's select Southwest Windflower Avenue. Just choose it. Okay, so once you choose a listing, what will happen is it will auto-populate all the information from the MLS inside this particular template. It will show up postcard images here, 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 and all the other different information. So let's click the personalize button. But before that, okay, it also shows the information, our information on the bottom. But let's now click the personalize button. It just takes a little while to load up. Now, one important thing that you need to take note is that you need to download Microsoft Silverlight to make it work. No need to panic. Microsoft Silverlight, it's free to download, but most of the operating systems nowadays and even Microsoft Office programs, Microsoft Silverlight is included. So there's no need to worry about getting or paying for additional fee. Now, as you can see, it shows start editing. So that means you can proceed. Now, once you click it, as you notice, everything is pretty much auto-populated like these images from the MLS. Okay, so here's the address, as you can see. And the price and the description. Yep. And these are the images. Again. And these are the price and the description. That's the address. Now you can pretty much edit anywhere that can be highlighted. Now let's click on the text. That's it. Now once you click on the text, it will show us the text editing tools right here. you can see it. Now, on the text editing tools, you can change the font size, or make the letters bold, italic, or even underline. Also, you can choose numbering bullets, even change the alignment, or even the color, or even insert a hyperlink. Or you can click the X button to remove it all together if you want to change or if you want to go back. Okay, so by hitting the backspace, it will remove the text that that's on the text box, and you can type whatever you want. Also, you can make the text box bigger by putting the cursor on one of the white squares. Now, once the cursor is on the white square, you can drag that if you need more text space. Now, you can also adjust the alignment of the text box. Move up, move to the left, go back to the center. Now, also by putting the cursor on the green dot on the text box, you can change the degree of the text box. You can change it to anywhere you want, or whatever you want, 90 degrees, 180, or flip it around. Pretty much depends on whatever you want. Now, okay, so to continue, if we scroll down, you can edit your information on this section. Okay. Like the marketing image and your information, the marketing logo, and there's the Keller Williams logo. Pretty much also adjust the text box size, drag it all over to the right. Okay, so over here, when I click on the big image, just scroll up. Now it will show the options to up there, replace, crop, mirror the image. You can even link it, so you can send it or attach it to email. You can send it to whoever you want, or remove it all together. Okay, if you choose mirror, it will flip around, as you can see right there. And now also you can link it, okay, to whoever you want to send it to, or even remove it. It's actually all up to you. Now, another thing, we can replace it too. Okay, if you click the replace option, just click it. All right, so it will show you 3 tabs over here. All right. My pictures, stock images, and MLS. So let's hover to My Pictures, under My Pictures. Now, under My Pictures, you can upload an image from your computer. You can browse an image from your PC. So let's try this one, the first one. You double click. After double clicking it, it will upload on this part of the template. That's how easy it is to upload your own images. Now, going back on this section, it will show you all the images that you can choose, which can be found from your computer. As you can see, you can change it to whatever, or you can put any picture that we like. Also, there is stock images. This stock images tab gives you a lot of options. Okay? As you can see, animals, designations, flowers and gardens, homes, and it also contains a great amount of Keller Williams logos. Also has books, cars covers, money and finance, people, realtor issues, etc. Okay. Now, and of course, there's MLS tab option. Okay. As you can see, the images goes into order. Image 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, it's image 3 and 4. Also, if you notice on the top, there's an option that says add button. Okay, add button at the top. Okay, so it gives you the option to add all of these options: image, text box, Bing map, link to video, rectangle, circle. Now let's try Bing map. Okay, so as you can see, there's the White House. Okay. Now you can update the address right up here. There you go. You can type whatever address you want. And once you type it, there it will show you more of the map, which is great. You can make it bigger. It's easier for you to see. If you click the hyperlink button, okay, it will give you the URL, so when someone click on it, it will get them the direction straight over. And it's quite nifty, so I suggest you guys use it because it can help immensely later on. So let's say this is how you want it to end up. Okay. Now, after doing all of the editing, modifying on the template, now what you can do next is you can save it. You can save it. So all you have to do is save it under Save As option. And under Save As, you can put whatever file name you want. And also take note, when you click the Save As button, okay, it gives you, actually it will give you the options saying keep editing. You just type in the file name first. Okay. And just click Save. So going back, okay, so once you click Save, it will give you options later on. Keep editing and exit editing. So for this instance, let's just click exit and then hit yes. You just have to wait for it to load. So once we completely exit the editor, now it will show our piece and preview everything right here, which is really nice. You can also right click here and save this. Right click here and save this as an image and put it on social media places. Now also, there's an option here that says publish to web and share. Now it will give you a URL, or and so it's a URL that you can share on your favorite social media network. There's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Pinterest. Now if you want to go back, you can click the edit button right here. But let's choose compose email. Click. All right, there you go. Okay, so as you can see, our finished template appears on the body of the email. There you go. It's on the body of the email. Now, the good thing is, you can also put text on the top of the image if you like to. Now, this is the email interface that will be utilized if you will be sending out any type of email from your eEdge email account. So let's put the let's place something on this subject line. Let's indicate test flyer. So you can send to whoever we want to. Okay, so you do have to have the people inside your database, okay, inside your My Contacts section, in order to send this email out. So if they are not inside My Contacts, then you need to add them over. Also, another thing, if you can't remember their email, okay, you don't have to worry because you can click the to button there. To button. Okay. Now, once you click it, it will show you all eligible contacts. All eligible contacts. You can see I have 855 eligible contacts. Now, it will show in alphabetical order by first name. Easy to see. Just click the add button on the left hand side, and it will add them straight over to the right part. Now if you want to remove it, all you have to do is click the remove button. There's also all groups. You can search it by name or email, and also you can clear the filters if you want. Let's add this. There's also an option to remove, just like what I've said earlier. Now let's save and continue. So, after putting on the distro list on whoever you want to send this email out, you can also schedule actually the date when you want to send it out. Choose Sunday, 27th. Also, down over here, if you scroll down a bit, we also have two options. Okay? There is a checkbox which says include showcase property and include social media links. Now, speaking of showcase properties, okay, as you can see, okay, there is placeholder images here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, also, you can see the type of social media hyperlinks that you can have in the admin section of my account. Okay, so now to add showcase property, this is very easy. All you have to do is over to market my listings, and under listings, then just click the checkbox that says showcase property. Okay. So it's recommended that you use that option if you want to show your other listings. So let's send it. Let's try to send it now. There you go. All right, it says information, your email was successfully sent. All right, so if you want to see this email again, just hover under Create Marketing and then click My Save Designs. It's because we are originally in the design library. So as you can see here, all the save designs, and there you go. All the save design, and here is the test sampler. So that's about it. Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. So there are a lot of things you can do now. Okay, it's the EH My Marketing. It looks cleaner and easy to utilize, which is the best part. That's all about today. It was all about my marketing for